Right, what is going on? Welcome to the first official episode of the off-season Race Against Time. Undeniable, because we're going to be fucking undeniable next time we step on stage, hopefully. So I'm going to continue documenting everything. Today is going to be a training session because I don't think I've shown much training in weeks and weeks, because the training has been dog shit for weeks and weeks and weeks. Obviously with the peak week and then like the week prior to peak week where you're doing like 1 rep in reserve and all that, it's just the training is nothing to shout about. And to be honest, I haven't enjoyed a training session for that long until I started training properly this week after the holiday and all that stuff. So we're going in today, we've got pull or back. This is going to be a massive focus for me this off season, so I'm going to take you through it. Depending on how busy the gym is, I'll try and get on camera, talk and go through exactly why we're doing the movements, the exercise selection, etc. Before we get to the gym, I just want to show you a couple of things that I've had delivered this week. So I'm actually wearing one of them. I put these on the coaching Instagram, which is No Limits Online Coaching. It's not coaching apparel, it's just something I've wanted to do for a long time. Is, you know, you see all these quotes on Instagram, the slogans and things, and some of them stick in my mind and the captions and stuff, and I thought, you know, I'm okay on Photoshop, so I started putting some designs together. So this is obviously built from the ground up. We've got also another one here, which is a white one, and that is timing is everything. I've got about 4 or 5 other designs knocked up, so I'm going to get them printed up. These are going to be available, because I've had a few like DMs and stuff about coaching apparel and stuff, No Limits apparel. So they are going to be available to purchase, but it's going to be like on a, I'm going to say, I'm ordering them now, get your orders in, and then it's going to be a payment up front, then I'll order them, then I'll deliver them, or whatever. So I've also got these delivered, which is a straight up Magic Eye t-shirt ready for this weekend, because it is the True Athlete Sports Festival down in London at the Excel. So I've got a black and white one for Friday, one for Saturday, so everyone knows who I am. Bittersweet one, because I actually qualified for this True Athlete Sports Festival, and the guys at Two Bros said, are you still available to work, because they booked me for it, because they knew I qualified obviously through the Two Bro shows, and I was like, yes, work comes first. So I'm going to be working it. A lot of the boys I competed against this year are going to be competing, so it will be good to catch up with those. Checked in with Carl today, and I am currently, what was it, £18 up? 210, 228, 226 this morning, £16 up from stage weight. I actually went up to 235, but I think that was just a lot of false weight, water weight, post-show binging, the holiday, and this weekend it seemed to just clear out overnight. I mean, like £7. Saturday morning it was 235, Sunday morning it was 228. 228 the day after, 226 this morning. So I've checked in with Carl. His reply to my pictures were basically, how the fuck are you 3.5 weeks post-show, post-holiday, post-piss-up, post-show binging, and you've still got more diced glutes than anyone you competed against this year? I didn't say it, so if you're watching this, don't hate me, message Carl. But that was his reply to my check-in. So I'm going to get my intro ready, answer the fucking door, and I'll see you in the gym. Special delivery. Those of you that follow the Beautiful Struggle podcast will know that sponsors have come on board. I was using another one. There's been no falling out. It's just business is business. So I now have a new sponsor for the podcast, which is Heavy Duty Gymwear. And to be fair, like, these guys send me stuff all the time anyway, and we've got a really good relationship. And Ollie, the guy that owns it, I message him. I know he's passionate about bodybuilding. He comes from like grassroots, and I said, do you want to be involved in the podcast, sponsoring it? I'll obviously brand all the podcast up, wear Heavy Duty on the podcast, etc. So I've recorded the first episode 2 days ago with Auburn Elliott, who is about to fight to get into the UFC. Shout out to Auburn if you're watching this, bro, because I know you do follow the prep series. So yeah, Heavy Duty have sent me, this literally just got delivered, obviously, as you know, so I'm doing this straight off the bat. Do you want to come in closer, videographer, also known as wife? I'm not sure what I've got. I'll be as quick as I can, because I don't want this video to be 3 hours long. Heavy Duty wrist wraps. I've seen these before. They're like leather, I'll show you in detail in another video, but we're going to be rapid with it. That's basically the wrist straps. Leather, they're quite nice actually. So focus, babes. So that's the wrist straps. Now obviously I don't need 2 pairs of wrist straps, so we're gonna be doing some giveaways and goodie bags and all that shit. This is like a nice care package. Green jumper. He asked me what size it was, and I'm like somewhere between double XL and triple XL at the moment. So triple XL is what he sent me. So they may be flogging me for a little while, but I'm sure Cal will take care of that and get me in them. That's a grey vest. I'm not going to get everything out. This is a heavy duty camel gym bag. I don't know if you can see it because obviously it's camouflage. You can't see camouflage because it blends in. Huh? Dad jokes. Dad jokes, babes. Get it? Not impressed by that one, was it?
I'm just wondering all these clothes.
She's just looking at me going, fucking more gym clothes. T-shirt, black on black. I've actually got the purple version of this. Is purple with black. These are mint. They've got like this embossed logo on it, which is like raised in a different material. This t-shirt looks right up my street. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's banging. Nice. Like that one, Ollie. You probably know that already, bruv. So that is like whatever that print is called. Red. And then I've got another green t-shirt, I think. No, green vest. I'm not going to open it because I want to get the fucking gym, lads. So yes, shout out to Heavy Duty. Discount code is TBSP, the Beautiful Struggle Podcast, which will give you money off. That's live on the website if you want to order anything. And look out for the next episode of the Beautiful Struggle Podcast. I'm going to, once again, prepare my intro, my pre, and get to the gym. Vape as you make. Put on the t-shirt. So intro right now is 30 grams of carbohydrates, which is basically 34 grams of HR Labs Carb Up. Magic 15 for a discount on the website. I'm not sure if this tub of EAAs was in shot there, but this is just a freebie from the Insight Subs. Liam, don't kill me. I'm not re-recording it, bruv. I've run out of no code, so he's sending some out for me. And obviously, because he's involved with FitX, I'm sure he won't mind me using the freebies I got from the show. So that is my intra and my pre, obviously the go-to defib V3 with also Ride On, which is obviously the pump product from HR Labs. Very good for libido if anyone's struggling in the bedroom, but I haven't got that fucking problem anymore because I'm not on prep anymore. Right, sports fans, roll the R for Adam, if he's listening. Thought I'd give you some chat rather than just putting music over the top, just so you can kind of get my insight into training, the approach to it. Obviously, Callum has set this plan up to blow the back up, which he definitely is doing. I've run it twice now. Second session yesterday, and I can already see progressions in the movements. Obviously not in musculature. It's going to take a little bit longer than 1 or 2 sessions, unfortunately, but hopefully by the time I come back down we will see a bigger, thicker, denser, wider back. So that was the first movement, T-bar row. Self-explanatory, upper back biased. Moving on to the prime extreme row. As you can see, I've loaded at the top. Reason for loading at the top, we've just done a compound movement which targets your upper back. You're going to be fatigued in your upper back, hence why we loaded at the top. I've seen a few people slating people for loading this at the top because it gets so much lighter at the top of the movement. I'd rather rip it and grip it from the bottom. That's fine if you're fresh, but if you're already fatigued from your T-bar row, which I was and I am in this session, that's why we loaded at the top, so that we can get eke a little bit out of the movement. So obviously it's heavier at the bottom, and as you get to the top, the weight drops off slightly so you can get full contraction. That is the whole reason of these pegs on the Prime kit. So I mean, you can load it however you want to fucking load it, to be honest, but I'm loading it as my coach tells me to load it, because he kind of knows what he's on about. Moving on to movement number 3, the Nautilus single arm pull down. I believe this is the only Nautilus pull down in the UK. So anyone that trains a Planet that is watching this, you are privileged. Everyone else has got replicas, but it is a bad boy. Probably the best bit of back in there, if I'm honest. One thing I've done on this is strip the weight right back. I remember getting up to like 5 plates on this, and I was just ripping it down and not really feeling on the lats. So I've stripped it back, especially for the beginning of this off season, so that I can really feel and squeeze and search for that cramping feeling on my lats. So when I get down to the bottom, I'm kind of wrapping my lat around the spine, and like I said, look for that cramp feeling. I'm also letting it go right up, and yes, my shoulder raises a little bit, but I'm just looking to get that full stretch at the top on the lat as well. I just feel I'm going to get so much more out of it, because I do feel my back gets so fucking tight. Like, it's pretty much the main thing that I get work done on when I get deep tissue. Obviously single arm, I'm not going to show you both sides on that one. Moving on to a lat row. Now, Carl did ask me to use the Prime on this one, but someone was already on it, so I've jumped on the Hammer Strength, which I do still like. Obviously, we've seen people doing this, the standing one with the arm braced. One thing you want to think about when you're doing this movement is the hand that's placed on the pad of the seat, pushing away from that. So you've got this opposite forces, if you know what I'm saying. So you're pulling with your right and you're pushing with your left. And as you come in, obviously up, let's not think about pulling with the bicep. Let's think about pulling the elbow to the hip and wrapping the lat around the spine. It's a massive thing, this lat around the spine. It sounds weird if you've never done it, but the cramp feeling that you're looking for, that's kind of how you get it. So bring the elbow to your hip and kind of just twist slightly at the bottom of the movement. I did include both sides on this video because I'm wearing a vest, and I thought we'd show some back off. What I've got of it anyway, but I wasn't too, displeased with this shot, if I'm honest. As I said at the beginning of this video, currently sitting at 228, so there's still a little bit of detail going on in the back. It's just not like a fat mess. I don't look like a melted candle just yet, but obviously with this movement, just to kind of touch on the sets as well, 2 sets, 8 to 12 per arm to failure, as you can see by that one. Moving on to the next one, which is the Prime rear fly. Obviously you can set this up as a row or a rear delt fly. Rear delt fly here. So what I've basically done is I've dropped the seat right down to the bottom, and then I'm kind of resting my chin on the chest support pad. And then obviously as I'm pulling up, rather than having my elbows down, we're trying to hit the rear delts, so I flare them up. Obviously if your elbows are down like at 45 degrees is it from the body, then you're going to hit your lats. If you flare them up, which I'm doing here, you're going to hit your rear delts. This blows them up, and I definitely need more rear delt. 3 sets here. We just changed where we load the weight on this one. So cam 5 is like 25% on the middle, and then 75% on the top, and then we just do cam 3 for the last 2 sets, which is basically all at the top. And we do a lighter set, a heavier set, and then a lighter set again. So it's like a 12 to 15, then a set of 8 to 12, and a set 15 to 20. Obviously all squeezing, controlled negatives. These are basics. I mean, if you're not familiar with these kind of tempos and squeezes and things, then you need to sit down and do your research. We did obviously go on to biceps, but I'm not going to film that because it's just biceps. So enjoy my post-workout cereal. Hi, puppy. I'm wrecked. Right, post-workout. So that is my current back session. It's back and biceps. I did do some bis at the end. I didn't film it just because I was in a rush to get back, and also it's just biceps. Even though it's a massive focus for me, it's pretty boring. 2 exercises, 1 dumbbell preacher, 3 sets, and also 3 sets on a single cable hammer. 8 to 12, 3 sets on the preacher, 12 to 15, 3 sets on the cable hammer, facing away from the stack, so there's constant tension all the way through the movement. 150 Cocoa Pops, 50 vegan whey. Oh, you're eating Cocoa Pops? Oh my god, such a fad. Yeah, well, got peeled off it, didn't I? So fuck a lot of you. Look rather small. Anyway, I think this video is long enough, but that is the current setup. Obviously a little bit of a voiceover, a bit different, just to kind of run through it. That's going to be the difference now for the next 14-15 months. Just need to go hard. Like, the training has always been hard. I think, you know, for everyone I speak to, everyone knows I train hard, but it's just a focus on the movements, the intent, the intensity, the food, keeping that consistent and just nailing it. We keep that up, next year is going to be good, because the focus is just bigger than it's ever been. And I did 10 pound last year and I'm much more focused. At this point, post show, I'm so much more focused. So thank you very much for watching. Welcome to the off season. I am now going to I've got an hour and a half to eat this, shower, get ready, drop my daughter over at a friend's house, which is like a 40-minute round trip because the traffic is horrendous from here to friggin' Ebervale. Only people from you will know where that is. And then pick the boys up and go to Bristol to watch Pusha T. I won't include any Pusha T footage on the end of this. You'll probably see it on my Instagram. You would have seen it by now anyway, because this is 6 days prior to this video being released. So thank you for watching. As always, the support doesn't go unnoticed. Please like, comment on anything you want to see throughout this off season. Callum's just texted me, actually. I am recording with the Pro Coach team next Wednesday for a team day, doing back-to-back podcasts, which is going to be really cool. And he also wants to see me in my pants, so maybe film some of that, maybe film something across the weekend, a True Athlete as well, who knows, we'll see. But yeah, as always, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell so you know when the uploads are coming, when they are live. And I'm going to eat this. Thank you. See you on the next one. Peace.